All right, happy Monday. Welcome to this week. Today we have a review of standard form equations. So I'm just going to go through that with you for a few short minutes here, how we find the intercepts and how we graph these, and then a little review of consistent and independent, consistent and dependent, and inconsistent. So first of all, if you look at this first worksheet, or first equation here, 6x plus 3y equals 24. That is in standard form. We have the x term and y term equal to c. To get our intercepts, you take each term and set it equal to the c value. So to get my x-intercept, I'll take 6x equal to 24, and then I will take 3y equal to 24 here. When I divide these, I get x equal to 4 and y equal to 8. So my intercepts are 4, 0, and 0, 8. So notice for the x-intercept, y is 0, and for the y-intercept, x is 0. But we just divide these two terms here, and that's how we get our intercepts. For the second one, we'll do it the same way. You don't have to write this step down, but I think it does help to make it a little easier when you see the progression. So 5x equal to negative 20. We'll divide that by 5, and then we'll do negative 4y equal to negative 20, divide that by negative 4. So be careful here, because when you divide two negatives, you're going to get a positive. This one here will get a negative, so we get negative 4, 0, and 0, 5. You'll notice this time the intercepts end up being the other number. So the x-intercept was negative 4 and the y-intercept was 5. That happens sometimes. This is an example of that. If you look at the first one, that did not happen because 3 does not go into 24 6 times. So don't assume that. Always do the work, double check, make sure that you have the correct intercepts. Notice here for the third one, we will set negative 8x equal to 48 and 6y equal to 48. So when we divide those, negative 6, 0 for the x-intercept, 0, 8 for the y-intercept. And then this final example I have here for you, we'll divide negative 9x into 63 here. Missed a negative, sorry about that. And 7y equals 63. So this one should be negative 7, 0, and 0, 9. And I'm guessing I probably missed a negative there as well. And I did. All right, so just to clarify there, we put that negative in there. So negative 9x divides into 63 negative 7 times, 7 into positive 63 9 times. And so that's how we find our intercepts. And the first part of your homework will be very similar today. They'll just ask you to find the x and y intercepts for each. Then the second half, they're going to ask you to graph. And in addition to graphing the line, or graphing the system equations, they're going to ask you if it is consistent and independent. That means that the lines cross one time. Consistent and dependent, that's if they're the same line, so all the points overlap. And if it's inconsistent, that means there's parallel. And so on your homework for review worksheet 3, you will see all three of those. You'll see where the lines cross, you'll see where they're the same line, and then you'll see where they're parallel and never cross. Did the work here for the intercept. So for this first equation, 4 goes into 28 7 times, 7 goes into 28 4 times. Same thing here, 6 into 30 5 times, negative 5 into 30, negative 6 times. So I now have my two intercepts. I can go ahead and graph that. So 7, 0 and 0, 4. That's the blue line you see right here. For the red one, 5, 0 and 0, negative 6. That's this line. They do indeed cross. And since they cross, we know that that's consistent and independent. So that's our brief rundown for today. That should set the stage for you guys to do review worksheet 3. And we'll go from there. All right, thanks.